right now, yeah? And this is a damn disgrace. As the Jamaica Labour Party is a damn disgrace. I mean, what should I expect? Should I expect any better from them? Parliament mash up. People like and share the video. I'm gonna show you why. You understand? I'm gonna show you guys why. And this is what Mark Golding and the People's National Party was talking about with this witch. You understand? Andrew and his wife. This is what I'm talking about. You understand? This is what he's talking about. This is what Mark Golding is talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? I came on here for, as you can see, the title of the video is so different. What's up, TikTok? The title of the video is so different. But breaking news, breaking news. The PMP walked out. Here is why. That's what they have turned the focus into, ladies and gentlemen. That the PMP walk out. Alright, because of the Jamaica Labour Party. This is all their fault, you know. Tell them, say, that lady cannot be. She don't know how to be impartial. Right? Andrew Honest wife don't know how to be professional in the house. I'll be an arms house she a go on with. Pure arms house. You see what I deal with? And it's just the truth. It's just the truth, people. Nobody not tell no lie on it. She has been doing it from the whole time when she has speak at the house and she get appointed. Right? She has been doing it. It is unacceptable what this lady is doing in the parliament. People who watch parliament, if you don't watch parliament, put a one in the chat. If you don't watch parliament, the people on TikTok, please, we need to get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Please. So, you don't know what to do already. I own the MVP, you know. I'm not asking anybody for any gifts. I'm not asking anybody for any donations. We're going Carol G. Right, Michelle, where you going with? I'm not asking anybody for any of that. Cooking with Elaine, how you was. The woman I want witch, man. Even with the People's National Party coming out publicly and saying that they do not support this appointment. Alright, we are not supporting Andrew and his wife, the Prime Minister of Jamaica. We are not supporting her being the Speaker of the House while he is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. A clear conflict of interest because she cannot be impartial. She cannot be professional to her party. The bias is oozing out of her hair and her head. Carl Wagwan. The bias is oozing out of this lady head. From the other day, you know. The new MP them for the People's National Party has been beating the JLP body, you know. Yes, they have been beating them, but remember saying them when I say they have been beating them bad, I mean them have beat them bad. You feel me? I did, and we need a refresher, we need a reminder. What's she there? What the beautiful and intelligent Nikita Bvrclips is. This situation serious, you know. We have tropical storm Melissa. And let me tell you something. People, don't be unwise. See the little rain and we have fall and I mash up Jamaica. A tropical storm can do more damage right now to Jamaica than a hurricane. And let me tell you why. Tropical storm come with more water. And the water is the problem. We get a little earthquake the other day in 3 parishes. Dangerous. You understand? You can, listen, it's possible sinkholes, possible landslides, and all of those things can occur. So I don't want us to think, and normally Jamaica, we try to, hold on there. Normally in Jamaica, we try to play down these types of things. No. No, we cannot do that. It will be it is life-threatening for us to play down this thing. You hear what I said? And that are the first thing we have to talk about. Yeah, it is It is not to our benefit to do so, ladies and gentlemen. I want to encourage everybody that is watching my platform to take this very, very seriously. Extremely seriously. I think this is the video.
Dear constituents of South St. James, can you believe?
No, this is not it. She did a video, man. I think it's on Twitter. Where she went over all the things and stuff that, you know, what the parliament did. It was like, oh yeah, the breakdown. I think it's Twitter. Hold on there. So I don't want anybody on my platform to take this very, very lightly. Anybody at the sound of my voice is the ones that I can control or I can influence, and I am pleading to you all. Do not take this season lightly. The water is extremely, extremely dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need, right now, we don't really need no wind. If wind comes, that's gonna be dangerous too. But I'm telling you, the water has proven formidable. You hear what I said? See it here. The water has proven formidable. Here we go.
The Parliament was busy this week, but a question you should be asking is...
This was last week. Listen to the breakdown.
Busy doing what? For who? Behind the speeches and statistics, 3 big issues took center stage this week. Tourism, health, and justice. 3 sectors that touch every Jamaican life. From the beaches to the hospital wards to the courtroom, what we heard inside Gordon House this week says a lot about where Jamaica is headed and who's really benefiting. So you should take note of this. This is the breakdown. Parliament edition. I'm Nikisha Burchell, your Shadow Minister for Information, Culture and Creative Industries. Let's jump right into it. Tourism Minister Bvrclips painted a glowing picture, of course, new flights, new markets, and his local first agenda. The opposition, of course, welcomed the ambition, but raised tough questions about how much of it will truly benefit Jamaicans. Damian Crawford pointed out that Jamaica is still far too dependent on U.S. market. 70% of arrivals, he said, comes from U.S., which means one lockdown, one next COVID crisis in the States can collapse our numbers. He pressed for a special hotel minimum wage, better protection for small hoteliers, craft vendors and taxi operators, and real benefits for who? The workers, of course.
The Jamaica First Statement must also be a part of the consideration for the benefits of the industry in the most direct Jamaican, i.e. the employees. Indeed, it is necessary for us to consider a special hotel minimum wage because the circumstances of the hotel workers are not the norm of a regular 9-to-5.
PNP President Mark Golding also cautioned that the government's 5x5x5 vision isn't adding up. Projected arrivals and earnings both fall short of the $5 billion mark. Yet the minister insists Jamaica is still on course.
Relating to the 5x5x5 vision, you indicated that began
Yeah, man, me get it, bro. Thanks.
So this would be the 5th year of the 5. And you say that Jamaica is firmly on course to achieving it. But you've said that the projected arrivals for this year, 2025, is 4.3 million. And that the earnings are projected at 4 billion US. Both of those are below 5 million pieces and $5 billion. So I was wondering on what basis you say you're on course for achieving it.
The MPs.
Hey, me say, the PNP was exposing the JLP last week with just pure questions. You know, just critical questioning had these guys all the way exposed. And this is one of the reasons why them vex. You understand? Yes, sis, I am good. I am good. Bad dream we have are probably the hurricane will come to Jamaica. Alright. So people you know so they just banned me TikTok live a while ago. A beer things are going on, you know. I don't know what them banned me TikTok live for. What the hell I don't even know.
Doctors Angela Brown-Burke, Dayton Campbell, Kenneth Russell, MP Dwayne Vaz, Heather Miller-Bennett, Ian Hales, and Omar Newell echoed similar concerns. From farmers and fishers to Negro's infrastructure, sports, tourism, and even including Africa and creatives in the global marketing push. The message was clear. Local first sounds good, but unless it delivers for workers, farmers, and communities, it risks becoming just another slogan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton gave an update on dengue, but the opposition says Jamaicans need more than fogging and photo ops. Dr. Alfred Dawes, the new shadow minister, pulled no punches, accusing the minister of deflecting from deeper cries in the health system. From leaking hospitals, delayed projects, neglected mental health, and procurement scandals. He also pointed to Portmore's blocked drains, saying mosquitoes are breeding faster than the ministry is acting.
There are questions hovering around about an Integrity Commission report. There are questions as to how we are really dealing with mental health in Jamaica and the renaming and rebranding of a hospital that has leaking wards, overcrowded patients, and no capital budget for about 5 years coming from the Ministry of Health.
Dior, what's up?
Announcements about destigmatization going back as far as from 2019 by the minister, where residents are not growing their food at the Belo Hospital because of sustenance, because the food budget has been cut.
Other MPs, including Isat Buchannan, Omar Newell, and Lothan Cousins, pressed on garbage collection. The risk they spoke of was of malaria and why cleanup campaigns only begin after the seasonal peak was already predicted. The opposition's line, dengue prevention should have started months ago. Finally, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck tabled amendments to the Criminal Records Act. Shadow Minister Zulika Jess welcomed the reforms, but said they don't go far enough. She argued that expungement in Jamaica takes far too long and called for automatic clearance of minor offences after the rehabilitation period, virtual board meetings to cut down backlog, and an end to unfair gaps where Jamaicans convicted here are treated more harshly than those abroad. Her point was clear. Redemption shouldn't take a lifetime, and justice should mean a real second chance.
My contribution today is therefore based on how we can improve that system. I note the minister's proposal, but I do believe that it is important for us to go further. I must confess there is a sense of discomfort on my end as it relates to the proposed amendment that is contained in Clause 3, which would essentially allow persons who are convicted of offences in other jurisdictions to have their records expunged, but individuals who are convicted here of the very same offences cannot have their records expunged. I must confess that it does not sit very well with me.
But these proposed changes also have real implications for Jamaican women and girls. So even if the debate feels technical, I beg you, pay attention. It's going to continue for at least another 2 weeks. If you have thoughts or concerns about what should be in this law, share them with your MP, with the party, or right here in the chat, in the comments. We will pick them up and represent them. We'll take your feedback into the national conversation to make sure the final legislation truly reflects the people's voice and protects citizens from being disadvantaged or abused. So Tuesday's sitting showed the tension between glossy headlines and ground realities. Tourism is growing, but will locals feel it? Dengue is rising, but is prevention too late? Justice reform is coming, but will it protect those who need it most? Parliament isn't just for politicians, it's for you too. Stay informed, stay involved, and keep holding power to account. That's it for this edition of The Breakdown, Parliament Edition. I'm Nikisha Burchill. See you next time.
So you see, the People's National Party, Wagwan Odin. Let me see what else there. Me see Odin, me see Evet Patchment, me see Dior in the building. People, wanna like up the video for me. Like up the video. Again, if you're watching from your phone, all you have to do is look at the top of your screen and you see the thumbs up symbol. You press the thumbs up symbol and it's gonna open up the like button option here. Thank you very much. Please like up the video so the video can go out. This is very important. So Nikisha Bvrclips showed us that the People's National Party was kicking ass in Parliament the last time Parliament was sitting. And in this Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, up until the point I'm about to show right now, the PMP was kicking ass royally. You understand? With the questions and the statements that they were making, right? And we're gonna get into it. I want to send a big shout out to Omar Newell. Omar Newell was excellent in the Parliament. All of the new candidates them that is in Parliament has become a real problem for the Jamaica Labour Party. Them don't know how to respond. And this is the response they came with today, because last week, Christopher Tufton get kuff in him head. You understand? When Dr. Dawes brought up his market me report, boop in him head, you know. Boop. Straight boop. Him getting him head. You understand? The only way him could have respond was in a way about talking about you know, oh, election is done and it seems that Mr. Dawes is campaigning. I want to encourage the People's National Party members and statesmen and MPs. I want you guys to keep your foot on these people's political necks. Don't ease up. You understand? Put on a foot on the drunker them political neck. Put on the pressure upon them. Yeah, man. Make them suffocate under questions. You understand? Hold them highly accountable. Some of my brother and my sister are still blame the PMP. Me not share them opinion. The PMP is doing a good job in representing the people of Jamaica. It's not all the time they are going to walk out. But you see, today, what happened today? It warranted them walking out. And right now, Parliament are going the same way, as far as me know. And it's only the Labour right them in there. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's what they want. They don't want to be held accountable. So this witch, Andrew Owen's wife, right? This witch, she continue to do this. The thing say after the PMP had shown and had made their voices heard about her being the Speaker of the House, you would think that she would turn from her wicked ways. But like Pharaoh and Pharaoh's wife, the two of them stiff-necked and are going with themselves same way. You understand? This is the reality we are facing in Jamaica. These people are hijacking democracy. And they are doing it in a subtle, tyrannical way. You understand? By trying to muzzle and silence the voice of accountability by the People's National Party. Them are some germs. Them anger my spirit, man. And it's a righteous anger. Them anger my spirit. Right? Every single time the PMP take a step forward. Every single time the PMP take a step forward in advancing the welfare of Jamaica in terms of their political responsibilities. We see this government. Andrew Owen's government, just totally violate those efforts and try, just like when they do the Integrity Commission, by trying to silence them. It's the same thing them do with the opposition, right? First them say they want unity, and next minute them say, oh, you know, we will not be dictated to by the People's National Party, when the People's National Party make clear demands. People like and share this video. You understand? Make we go to it. Let us go to it. Speed it up a little bit. Let's see what caused all of this. What led up to all of this. So this look like some mic muted when I hear nobody. You see me can fast forward it a bit. Look up pause go on. Still not hear nobody attack.
As it relates to the statement. So I'm going to say for the final time.
So I'm to me.
Must be as it relates to the statement that was made.
What go on here, sir? So I'm to this. No man. Something wrong, man.
National Works Agency, Ministry of Health, and all the other ministries that this minister is not responsible for. All of your
No man, we need to know exactly what go on here, sir.
Member, thank you very much. You may take your seat. No, member, you may take your seat. Member, take your seat, please. Member, take your seat, member. Don't, member, take your seat. Member.
Let me see what really go on here, so now. So this our cause.
Members, as Speaker of this Honourable House,
if the member can ask a question.
House Leader. Oh, he's making a statement. No. Member from St. Mary's South, saying for the benefit of every member here, none of us as members of Parliament are to be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements.
Skit, what go
So
on?
please refrain from those type of statements or questions.
Watch out!
No, member, hold on.
No, this I get out of hand. But this worse than what me think.
Your question.
So long this I go on for?
Of the member
How would you rate it?
Okay?
from North.
Landslides are a feature of Minister.
Member from St. Mary. Member from St. Mary Southeast.
You know what?
Thank you.
Remember just go from the start. Cause this look like you whole like Parliament mashup. No, this serious. No, this is very, very alright. See first man here. I want to big up Mr. Omar Newell.
The new member of this house.
He look like a him sparky fire. So ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I have got talk from Matthew Samuda. Jeez and P. Only listen to Matthew Samuda there. Hold on there. Listen to this.
Service of Jamaica, for which I have portfolio responsibility, continues to monitor the storms movement closely and will provide continuous updates as new data becomes available. This administration is one that puts the concept of joint up government certainly into practice. So the Met Service and ADPEM have been collaborating closely to ensure a smooth flow of information and preparatory activities. Relevant ministries and agencies have been advised to activate their preparedness protocols. In this respect, I'm also speaking and sharing on behalf of my colleague, Minister Desmond McKenzie, the minister responsible for ADPEM, who is overseas on personal business. We are in close contact and continue to monitor to ensure that we're able to help Jamaica navigate.
So on Star Malik, Jamaica and the person responsible for preparedness, they are foreign from personal business. So want to the Jamaican people business. What a thing!
As you are aware, ADPEM is the country's primary disaster preparedness response agency and works closely with all local authorities in the preventative phase of disaster management. In this respect, disaster coordinators are on alert to assist potentially vulnerable persons in our communities across the island. Additionally, the island-wide network of 880 shelters will be made available as the need arises, and the shelter managers are already on alert and preparing the designated spaces. Later today, at 3:30 p.m., the National Response Team will be meeting to evaluate the situation and the next steps. This team is coordinated by the ADPEM and involves a wide range of stakeholders, including the Met Service and municipal corporations. On behalf of Minister Morgan, I am advising also that the NWA is currently assessing drains and will take necessary emergency action based on the current threat assessment.
They are assessing drains. When one freaking storm they right around the corner and no one assess drains. Hey, me telling you something of the most incompetent government this, you know. We are surrounded by incompetence and the man them make excuses for their incompetence. What the hell can go so?
Speaker, it is not lost on us that Melissa is the 13th named storm of the season, but notably the first to form in the Caribbean Sea. This detail is significant. The extended period of calm in our region.
So at the third storm we have farm. And the drain they not clean. Now last week, Mr. Dr. Dawes, Dr. Alfred Dawes come out and talk about the drain them in a Portmore. We make them a dead with mosquito wound not clean. Who for responsibility that? Now government. Huh? Only not supposed to have one plan in place where when it comes to stormy season or potential rainy seasons, only supposed to prepare in advance. So what I talk about? I want to spend the money though. By election, me just ask, where is all the money to do all these things in all these various ministries? I want to do. I don't have the money. I want to do all of the money. So now, is it that you guys are mismanaging the funds? Why is it the capital budget is being underspent when all of the blurred not drain them need to clean? What the hell is going on? And people are come talk about 1 PM and 3 PM and one bag of crap. And this is no vote for still so. Radam, you see all I want where potentially on a house, possibly, I mean I want if it happen, damages and all of these things. We have seen the rain, earthquake drop 2 days ago. It is dangerous for rain to fall right now in those areas where the earthquake they lick. On the day I come chat about 1 PM. Let me play something for you, man, because I say, I don't remember where Pastor Peter Chambers say, I'm come for remind you, know. Yeah, man, I don't remember where Pastor Peter Chambers say. I don't think of peace and safety, but a sudden destruction. People, you know, say people ban my blouse and skirt TikTok right now. Let me tell you something. You see that TikTok, yeah? When I've got to start following, so I can go live. And so I can get, you see that TikTok, yeah? Bolo 876JA, yeah, man, I'm going to follow it, you hear? Yeah, man, for people who love TikTok, follow the Bolo there. I'm a backup channel this. Right? But anyway, remember go to my main channel because the man them go suburbs and me dey on the live a while ago. I don't know what show up on the screen and the man then decide say yo them a go block me. See there? It has say me live say me what me can't go live. It block me. I can't go live, you know. Unless me win the appeal, but me can't bother. Anyway, listen to this.
But the judgment, and the Lord told me to tell the leader of this land that as long as they are in power, trouble is going to follow them. Right now.
Want to hear that? As long as Andrew Owl is in a power, thus saith the Lord, trouble is going to follow them. You understand? Ryan Campbell in our place. My name is my brother, you know. Ryan, big up yourself. As long as the JLP is in power, trouble is going to follow them. Disaster. They will get no rest. You understand? It's going to seem like the entire house is falling down. Yes? So, Pastor Peter Chambers did tell them what them never believe. Let's continue.
Temperatures to rise to record levels, creating what scientists now call rocket fuel for storm intensification. This is yet another stark demonstration of the urgent climate reality confronting small island developing states like Jamaica.
Yeah, watch out.
A reality that demands both local preparedness and continued advocacy for global.
So you never know, say it demands local preparedness. I just know this information. This information is brand new. This is brand new. All of a sudden, we just knowing, you guys are just knowing that Jamaica needed to prepare for climate change. You know how long me hear Andrew Onis talk about climate change? So after all this time of you guys talking about climate change, you never prepare for it? You never allocate some of the funds in the budget to clean the drains, to cut the trees along the wires in collaboration with JPS so that the wire them don't get compromised if breeze is to blow them down in a storm, breeze to blow down the trees and mess up our electricity and our communication. Like, this is nothing new. This is rudimentary. This is standard. These guys are incompetent. The word of the day is incompetent, ladies and gentlemen. Right? And I'm telling you, it is my belief that these guys are sabotaging the country. That is my belief. The core of my heart and my mind and my body and soul tells me that this government is sabotaging us. Indirectly or directly. This is not, there's no excuse for this. The potential of disaster that might come under this little damn storm because of lack of preparedness. Huh? Let's continue.
It is important to know that Jamaica is coordinating with our foreign partners while monitoring the storm with its fully operational Doppler radar system. In the coming days,
we are not impressed with no Doppler radar system if it don't benefit us in preparing, right, ourselves. We're not business about that, brother. We're business about to train them a clean. We're business about to treat them a chip and a cut down from half of the live wire them all over the country, and that we're business about. We're business about the construction of proper drains before we build a road about spark program. I want this spark program, by the way. What happened?
To prioritize public safety, accurate communication, and coordination among all government and community partners.
If you wanted to prioritize public safety, you would have cleaned the damn drain them. Uno would have cleaned the damn drains. Stop the cap. Stop the freaking cap, brother. And it's not even him, you know. It's his government, because him a represent for Desmond Mackenzie. So when I chat say now where Desmond Mackenzie when I come and chat say. You feel me I deal with? It's not his responsibility as a minister of government. And I'm not saying that he's doing well in his ministry either. But are the entire organization incompetent? All of them damn incompetent. Man, I'm piss me off, brother.
We urge citizens, particularly those in flood-prone and low-lying areas, to remain attentive to official advisories.
Attentive. You see what happened the other day when the rain fall and when the water come down? Attentive, that's all I can say. Yo, you know so this will be one long stream.
Information and take all necessary precautions. I encourage all citizens to monitor updates from the Met Services.
So you want the citizens them to take precaution. Why you never do any preparation? So you could lessen the danger that the citizens would go through. Huh? There's no excuse for this, you know? There is no excuse for this level of incompetence.
Yes, and indeed, the JCF. There is no need for citizens to panic, but there is a need to...
Brother, we don't want to hear nothing from you about down. There is great need for citizens to panic. Me can tell you that right now. Listen to me. Right now, you see this storm what I'm talking about? This storm, I feel like Jamaica we have problem, you know? I just want you guys to understand. This storm doesn't have to hit Jamaica for us to be in problem. Jamaica just need a little bit of rain. People don't remember when Beryl never liquid? Do you guys remember when Beryl never hit us? Do you guys remember the extent of the damage when Beryl never hit us last year? If you remember, type 1 in the chat. For if you are in the States and you was watching the news here in Jamaica, do you remember the damage that Beryl did? And it did not directly hit Jamaica. Is the tail of Beryl hit we, you know? And Jamaica mash up, you know? The tail and this government used Beryl as a crutch for lack of performance as a government. You know, climate change, and you know, we had Beryl, and you know, the economy. They used it, they squeezed every single level of excuse for not performing good as a government. The man them squeeze every level of excuse out of Beryl till them couldn't use it no more. It coming like one, you ever see orange? When the juice dry out of it, not even 1 ounce, not even 1 drop of orange juice left in the raw orange where you pick off a tree and peel it and suck it out. The man them suck out every single excuse out of Beryl. Who remember? Who remember? And now we have this storm here coming. Tropical storm that could potentially lick Jamaica or not. Or lick parts of it. But I'm telling you, any part of it lick. Especially the 3 places them. Where the earthquake them lick. People, I am predicting serious damages. I am predicting serious damages. And I am hoping that there's no loss of life. I am telling you, an earthquake hit the other day at 4.1. That is enough. With the rain a fall already, and then the rain a go fall again to create what is known as sinkholes. You understand? Sinkholes. That is dangerous. And I am no professional, but this is my hunch. You understand? Go research what sinkholes is, I want to see.
All official sources. And
how it can be made. You know, I'm going to find a video.
Last week, I want to assure you that your government, led by the Most Honorable Prime Minister, who is also chairman of the National Disaster Risk Management Council, stands ready to respond to any eventuality.
That's our problem. You always stand ready to respond. You never prepare. You always is a responsive and a reactive government. Things that you can prepare for, you guys fail to prepare for it. You understand? And one of the things that you guys are failing to prepare for is the problem with food security. Importing all of these things. So there is a what you call it now? There is a modus operandi. There's a way that these guys do things, ladies and gentlemen. And they have followed that same modus operandi, and it has failed. And we are going to witness more and more colossal failures. And unfortunately, it might cost the lives of Jamaicans in this instance, or even loss of property, livestock. Because of this. Did you guys see Spur Tree Hill the other day? That was not a storm. Must I that it was like 3 days ago? Must I remind you? And this man is talking about head of the chairman of the ODP, our leader Andrew Honest. That make it worse. Why is he the chairman? He come like him a chairman for those looks. For set him a chairman, not even the looks. Just to say I held the office. But is he? What's going on, Lasso? Or that? What's going on, Lana? But is he actively performing with his mandate at his office? Can we honestly say that this man is doing all that he can do? Can we? No. This is poor governance, poor leadership. But guess what? You guys chose that. You guys voted them back in.
While we hope that Tropical Storm Melissa will spare our island significant impact, as it appears it may.
Yeah.
We must.
So them a hope say the tropical storm. You know why them a hope? Because they were not prepared. They were significantly underprepared. Nothing is wrong with hope. Nothing is wrong with hope. Coming from a government that are like candle, 100,000 candle pan table and have dove in them and all type of witchcraft and necromancy and all type of something and voodoo. Coming from them. And who them are opening? The devil? Who are they opening? Who are they putting their open? They are open that the devil hold off disaster. And that them a hope. Because I devil them and the devil them deal with it. And the devil them deal with some of them know how comes hope come in. The devil love destruction and death. And that is what we're experiencing under this government. And the prophet did tell we, say it go happen. And it go get worse. Thus saith the Lord.
Let's prepare for the worst, even if we pray for the best.
Brother, only not prepare for nothing. Only not prepare for no worse. Only not prepare for no worse, brother. Only not prepare none at all. They drain them all over the island, them want clean. What you talking about? Only not prepare for nothing.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, come applaud for what, man? Come on from the blouse and skirt screen here, man.
Confidence in me as their member of parliament. People, Madam Speaker, I rise today thanks to the people of Central St. Mary who have reposed their confidence in me as their member of parliament, and opposition leader Mark Golding, who has appointed me to shadow the portfolio. Well, who has appointed me to shadow the portfolio. I want to congratulate Minister Matthew Samuda on being assigned to his own ministry. I know previously he was a minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation with responsibility for the portfolio. But climate change, as I've always thought, deserves its own ministry. And I want to applaud him on being appointed to that ministry. We on this side stand ready to work with the government to ensure that our people, the people of Jamaica, have access to proper information, to accurate information, and to timely information as we prepare for what may come. But we're not altogether pleased, Minister. Events of this nature, we believe, are things we can prepare for.
Yes.
We know that one of the results of climate change has been more adverse weather conditions. And as a new member of this House, I find it unfortunate that I have not been a part of any briefing to advise me on what preparatory steps have been taken to get us ready during...
Only hear that? As a new member of the House, the man realizes that the standard is of a low kilt. No briefing about preparedness that was done for this particular, any particular situation where a storm is concerned is coming. No briefing. So the man is setting a precedent, you know, that this is the way how we are supposed to operate as a government. You understand? Thoroughly exposing the JLP in that one statement. Right? And I think this is what started the fire, you know. Listen to this.
This disaster period. I'm told, Madam Speaker, that sometime in the summer, Madam Speaker, I'm told that sometime in the summer, some funds would have been provided for drain cleaning. I imagine a lot of those drains have now blocked up, and a lot of those verges have experienced overgrowth. And people in places like Port Maria will not go to bed confident tonight that the rains come later on, they will have the safety. And I note, Madam Speaker, that the Minister of Local Government was mentioned. I want to point out that the councillors in the St. Mary Municipal Corporation indicate that the last allocation they received was for July. And so they're not in a position to...
So people, when you hear that, Omar Newell is letting it be known. The last time they received allocation to clean the drains in his constituency, in St. Mary, in that parish, was in July. Alright? So there's no way that those drains are clean right now, given all the rain and everything. Guys, do you guys know Port Maria? Let me tell you something about Port Maria. Because we used to, they run all of them the place there. Me know them the place there. You see Port Maria? Port Maria is a place where you see when rain fall and it fall hard, the entire town full of water. Port Maria is a low area. So all of the water will come from up in the hills of St. Mary, come down in that gully there. Mighty God, the amount of debris and something. The whole of that place there, when, oh, may I tell you, say it is a travesty to see. Yo, you talk about mosquito kill you. Them place there. Them place there. Water always a circle. Even when the rain now fall and looking at the drain them in a Port Maria. When me used to go through Port Maria. Zine, them place there ever. You know them look grimy water that will look green? Yeah, man. Cause water always a circle in a Port Maria. Them have a serious drainage problem. Them drain them need to be cleaned very regularly to minimize potential damage or loss of life. And you're telling me that from July, them not get no money? Where the money there? Oh, election they come. Where the money there?
Step in under the readiness So while we pray for help,
yes,
and while we hope for help,
yes,
and while we wish for help,
yes,
Madam Speaker, we had an opportunity to prepare,
yes,
and we did not adequately prepare.
Yes, talk truth, the man. I disband them, the truth. I disband them, you know. This our bun the JLP, you know. The truth. Omar Newell stood up and spoke the truth. Big up yourself. St. Mary, can you hear me? Huh?
Madam Speaker, I also want to speak on behalf of some of my colleagues who welcomed the Spark program, which should have been addressing some of the roads and drains in their various constituencies. The reports I have received, Madam Speaker, is that some of those roads have been dug up, pipes have been burst, roads are in a state of disrepair, and people are worried about what the condition will be when these heavy rains come down in the next 48 hours.
Only hear that? So the spark not catch fire, you know? Because the whole of them the road there mash up, you know. When the man them used to build the roads them used to last. We have to ask yourself, what are they doing differently now? Millions and billions of dollars allocated, and the results we are getting, again, incompetence. The man them a rob, we blind. The man them a rob, we have tax dollars, them brother, with them a type of cheap work, brother. You understand? And not doing the job efficiently and effectively. They are robbing us. People, when you hit up the like button for me, please. We have 244 people watching over there on Bolo VNR 2.0. We have 14 people watching on Bolo TBV. And we have 50 plus people watching on Bolo VNR clips. Please, guys, hit the like button. It helps the videos to go out. Thank you.
We also came here today, Madam Speaker, to hear, since there was no preparation for what may come, and not all the fault of the minister, because the Ministry of Works and Local Government had a role to play in the preparation, but since there's no evidence of preparation, Madam Speaker, we were hoping to hear that some emergency steps would have been taken to ensure that we can get some of those drains clean.
Yo, me say, listen to me, man. Though the JLP in a trouble this season. You see them 28 people over there in a parliament. I don't know, dibby people them. Them bright. Them practical. That is a practical. That is. Hey, give PMP country for run. Let's give the PMP the country for run, brother. Cause JLP not ready. Right? We supposed to hear about some emergency cleaning of drains all over the island. Emergency procurement. This is critical. You understand? This is critical. We cannot ignore what the waters have done to the country. The little rain that will fall. Can you imagine a tropical storm over the entire island? People, I am worried about the safety of the Jamaican people. And it appears that the government is nonchalant and them don't business about the people. Why am I so angry and they are so calm? Right? Why can't they see the potential dangers to come? And when the thing happen now, what am I going to do? Them are going to blame who? Who are they going to blame? Climate change? How can you know? Listen. How do you know that you have cancer but don't get no cancer treatment? Somebody explain that to me. And then when you die from cancer, right? Who is there to be blamed? No, must you. You had viable options. It's not like you don't have the money to get the medication. It's not like you don't have the money to get the treatment. But you sit there knowing that you had critical stage cancer, or even cancer at a very minimal stage, I should say, and you waited until it reached category 7 and 8 when it's too late. Right? No, I mean blame the JLP. Sorry. B John, if I PMP me say, sorry. blame the JLP, brother. And them in a power. And them have the responsibility to allocate the funds. So the man is absolutely right. Why isn't there any emergency procurement things preparation highlighted? God bless, big up yourself. Highlighted to make sure so the drain them clean now. I think them say we are look for one storm in a 48 hours possibly, you know. Right? And we should be, you know, much people are living in some area, them don't even have proper housing. Let me show you something, yeah, man. Yo, big up Marvin, yeah, man. Big up Marvin Edgar, yeah, man. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Right? Because I don't feel like say this thing is about, it's not about me personally, you know. It's not about me personally, you know. I actually give a shit about my people, them. You understand in that country? Look on this. Let me show you something. Look at this.
Yeah, man, a whole period is Dr. Michelle Charles, he left it.
Look at this. Look at this.
Zinc fence lifestyle, that's how no one people live.
Look at that.
That's how no one people live.
Look there.
Beautiful Jamaica. That's how people live. With tarpaulin pan their house and black. Cup and black pan top of house top.
No, ladies and gentlemen. Outside of the property getting damaged, a man don't have proper housing when he can stay warm when the rain fall. Water drip pan him zinc house that the man and people have something there. Yo, where is the plans to offer these people relief if they need it? Where's the plans? And I'm not done yet, because them talk about shelter, you know. And that is interesting. That's very interesting. Wow.
Live in a mansion and gonna put a fire hydrant around there, so a nice water system and fix the road that lead to Funa property. Me say, may God have mercy upon the soul. May God have mercy upon the soul.
Look
As somebody else that
look there.
Better believe.
Look that. Look
See
at
there.
that.
As somebody else that as a Jamaican live.
My God, man. My God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, prosperity. Right to old period and St. Thomas. Yeah, man. This is the care. This is the care for the people. And see care there. Yeah, man. Zinc fence lifestyle. That's how people feel live. One enough nice picket fence and big high-rising walls. 1 and 2. And nice little wall house. May God bless them people. So God bless all them work hard for them sitting. See up back there? That see the latrine toilet. That's a toilet. And there's a people over do. See bathroom there.
My God.
See bathroom there.
Could they?
In there's a them beer. And then up there's the toilet.
Antonio, what's
up?
Up
The toilet because it's so stink. You have to push it far from the house. Me used to use it, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, man. Prosperity. See road there. Go all the way back out. On a 6 stomach. And the whole of the Melania owned by the Charleses. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah. Shower labor rights. Yeah, man. Want to do the thing, you know? Or yourself. Owned by the Charles. Every land, 1,300 odd acre. And this is the piece where they tell the people that they need to come off. Because they want to go do. To put hotel. I tell the people that because if that 4 cup there. See 4 cup there. They want the people that come off right. And a 6 stomach.
Wow.
6 stomach. Yeah, man, a whole period is.
So, a lot of people are living in those dilapidated conditions, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, I mean, we saw what happened in Kingston. Even persons that have them big house, the gutter come and just ravish the area. We're seeing it. Alright? Ravish the water, the germs, Yo, you talk about people that get sick and then you have the dengue phenomena. The dengue phenomena where they've been debating about. So the drain them not clean. So there's a sickness part of it with the mosquito them a grow up. Hey, the government are wicked, you know? Me say the government are wicked, then wicked, then wicked, then wicked, then wicked, then wicked, then wicked. People, it's not that them can't do better, you know. The man them can do better. The man them can do much better than what they're doing. I kid you not.
To mitigate against the possible flooding that will come. Madam Speaker, the Honourable Minister spoke about the island network, the island-wide network of 881 shelters that will be made available as the need arises. I would love an update on this.
881 shelter. Who remember when Andrew Ones, Desmond McKenzie, and I believe which other minister? Some other minister gave us, all of them gave us 3 different number as to how much shelters was in Jamaica. Now we are here saying 881. Listen to this.
Spoke about the island network.
Come on, what's up? Come on.
881 shelters that will be made available as the need arises.
Yes.
I would love an update on the state of these shelters, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, I would love an update on the state of the bedding and on the availability of food in these shelters to take care of the people, the vulnerable, who may have to retreat to these shelters.
Me one with them have medical assistance in our shelters, them too. Is there a nurse? Is there a doctor? Huh? Remember, you know, in a storm, you know, roads can get blocked off, you know. You understand? So if somebody was to be injured, you would have to have some type of competent medical assistant or nurse or doctor that can mitigate and have the situation dealt with to a level depending on the extent of the damage that or injury that a person possibly could you know have. You know, clean water at these shelters, food, as he said. I would love to get a proper report on that as well. And it should be made public, obviously. Because the storm is coming, in it. Potentially. In it.
So, Madam Speaker, while we stand ready to work and to support and to provide timely and accurate information, we need more than word from the government of the day, Madam Speaker. We need action from the government to get us to a state of ready as we anticipate this storm. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
That is it. That is it. Right, there's no rebutting that, you know. No rebutting that.
Take your seat, member. Member Daly, you have stepped in late. I'm asking you not to turn your mic on. You will be able to take a look at the ruling, which was read out before you came into the sitting. That's why your mic is going off.
So she muted Member Daly because she came in late. Okay. All
right, so members, in this order, your hands were raised. The member from St. Mary Southeast was first. The member from St. Catherine Eastern after. Then the member from Kingston Eastern after that. The member from St. Andrews
Beverly,
Southeast
what's up, Beverly?
Was fourth. That's why she came down to confirm if you were gesticulating for the member beside you or yourself. I never saw. And the last person was Dr. Brownberg, member from Southwest St. Andrew. So members, it is not funny. I know we like to be hilarious. However, this is important to ensure that we don't spend our sessions at Parliament going over mic proceedings. It is very disorderly. And every effort was made to conceptualize a mechanism that is in keeping with the standing order, but that works for you. I can send for him. It will be the same. Speaker is the speaker. It doesn't matter which of the two of us. Minister.
It actually doesn't matter, which is unfortunate, because both of you are incompetent. That's what's sad about it. Both of you are biased and both of you are incompetent.
You, once you have turned on your mic to commence responding to questions, that you do not turn it off until the session is complete, as a reminder. Let's see how that system works today. There's one member who said his hand was up. Member from Clarendon? You said your hand was up? Because I didn't see you. Yeah. I didn't see him either.
What a delay and a waste of time. Look at this. Wanna see this?
Yes. Question.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. The honor of rising as a member from Southeast St.
Let me stop that right now. You will have an opportunity, every member of this house, to do your constituency debate and to grandstand.
Thank you.
At statement by Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Minister.
Member from St. Mary. Member from St. Mary Southeast.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Member from St. Mary Southeast. Yes. For those persons who are not all fair with the standing orders and the operations of Parliament, I will advise you. Statement by Minister is followed by a 5-minute response. It is the only response that is made in the House to a statement by Minister. After which, only questions are taken, and your questions need to be exactly that.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Once again, Madam, please avail yourself of Standing Order 11A with also emphasis on Standing Order 17, subsection 2.
Thank you, Madam.
Proceed,
Madam
please.
Speaker, simply saying that I am pleased to stand in the capacity of member from Southeastern St. Mary. And I want to...
So she wasted 2 minutes of our time to stop the man from saying something that took 5 seconds. You see how ridiculous these people are? People, let me tell you something. This is about dictatorship, right? And trying to bully and trying to act like them are people pitney. Nothing is wrong with the man saying that I am honored to be such and such from St. Mary and then going and question. It's his time. What the hell is wrong with that? Make the man use him time. Them full of shit. Them are worried about the wrong things, them. What about the drains, them being clean? And the damn blows and skirts storm, them a come. And people life might have lost and their property and their livestock. You not come worry about if man make statement in a parliament, but what them represent. You if you lift up and go from us, man. You always a major and a minor. I say them disgust me, you see? No, actually, I don't even know ya, man. Them a get on top of my nerves now, brother.
Of these systems that are before us and that we
sure, I'm gonna go back here, man.
Also, thank the Minister for his statement. Landslides are a feature of these systems that are before us and that we are discussing today. In fact, over the past...
So him to turn off his mic? Or what is? Or we should have turn off his mic? Or where the backside are going in Jamaica? Or what is? What is happening? No. Hold on. I might turn off or am I something not work? I want to go on there, so.
Members, I am sure all of us, member, please take your seat. Members, if you would like to proceed, the order in respect of statement by ministers, and I'll reiterate it because I do not think any member is desirous of standing and making a statement when you have been advised by the Speaker that it is not to be done. You are required to stand and ask your question, and it is for the efficient order of this Honourable House, and it is for every single member of the House. So members, whether from the government side or the opposition side, may ask a question, and it is only a question that you're allowed to ask at this juncture. It is necessary. No, it's not going to be member from Northwest St. Anne, from Northwest St. Catherine. You say one member. And if I call your name based on the standing orders, so we could have finished long time, but it is obvious that it is going to be a consistent practice, so it ends today right here. Member, when you're called, ask your question and take your seat. Keep your mic on in the event that your question is not properly answered. Members, additionally, do not stand and ask a question that was already asked. Member from St. Mary, Southeast.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. So as I was saying in framing my question, Madam Speaker and Minister, land slippage has been a feature of these systems. In fact, over the past few days, we have had a lot of rains in Southeast, and we have had significant landslides blocking several roads. In terms of the engagement with the NWA as it relates to clearing of these roads, Minister, I'm advised that there's a reluctance on the part of the contractors
Member, point of order.
Yes.
Point of order. The question being asked by a member must be related to the statement made by the minister.
But I'm going there. I'm doing that.
Wait, the minister is not in charge of landslide. You can't ask my question. Okay? These new members need to know the rules. You can't go landslide on road on environmental climate change. It has nothing to do with what it says. The question must
I wish out this someone here eat that. Do you mean landslide and nothing to do with climate change? You damn dummy. I wish yo, me feel like talking on TV right now. I wish eat that this man. Brother, you know what? Let me calm down. Let me breathe.
It's true. The statement made by the minister. That be relation to the statement by the minister.
Yeah. May I proceed, Madam Speaker? The member who raised the...
No member. Your leader of opposition business stood. Would you be so kind as to allow him?
Madam Speaker, I am very much aware of your intention, but I'm asking, Madam Speaker, especially as questions are framed, for there to be some leeway in allowing the member, especially where the issue is already raised in the statement, as it was. And it was just in reference to that statement that the question was being framed. I'm asking, Madam Speaker.
He didn't stand on a point of order, however, he was given the latitude as he was speaking on behalf of the members on his side of the House. So that's why I permitted the member to speak. Thanks, opposition. Opposition business.
Velma, how are you doing?
Members, I am happy to sit here very quietly until you are ready to continue with the sitting. Member from St. Mary Eastern, from St. Mary Southeastern.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Member the member who rise on a point of order from St. Catherine Southwest. is actually correct. I have heard the pleadings of the leader of opposition business in the House. However, the statement by the minister is as it relates to the weather system, even if reference is made to landslides. In respect of questions you're asking about landslides and clearing of blockage and its connection to NAA, or in fact, even, that's what he asked. I listened to his question. I'm not sure if some persons even listen. It would not be an appropriate question for the minister based on the statement he made. So phrase your question in keeping. And members,
Madam Speaker, the issue that we are discussing in terms of the system.
no, member, ask your question. And that's not an appropriate question.
Can they, and thank you for allowing me, Madam Speaker.
Ask your question.
Can the minister advise me and the House if, because as I said, there is a difficulty in terms of contractors indicating that they are not getting paid to clear the road.
Member, please take your seat. Member, take your seat. The member from St. Mary Southeast, please take your seat. House Leader.
Madam Speaker, I think, as has been said, I think the House would flow a lot better if members would go directly to the question, right? There is no need for a preamble, right? Just ask the question as you were about to do, and then we would recognize that the question that you were about to ask is not in the remit of the minister who gave the statement. So I would say to members, just go directly to the question. If there is need for additional clarification, when the ministers are answering, they will ask. Just ask directly the question.
Jamaica mash up, you know? Parliament on party shop to buzz and skirt. Look, panel foolish, sir. Half an hour hold up the parliament for what? You know how long a man could have asked him question and go on?
The member from St. Catherine East, you may now turn your mic on.
So, Madam Speaker.
Oh. No, you don't have any more questions. Do you have any other questions, member? So, member, once again, I hope you took note, ask your question. And member, this is an observation that has been said to every single member of parliament in the previous dispensation, and I would want to also say it for the benefit of every member here, none of us as members of parliament are to be involved in any procurement and contract arrangements. So please refrain from those type of statements or questions.
Jennifer Wagwan, Karen?
No, member, hold on. So the arrangement of turning on your mic is what allows you to speak. If your mic is off, you should not speak in the House.
Yeah.
That is the standing orders.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and that's why I was given the context, but I'll ask the question specific. Is the minister aware that the outstanding payments to contractors?
What's that?
No. Member from St. Mary Southeast, take your seat. Member from St. Catherine. Member from St. No. The member from St. Catherine Southwest. What is your point of order?
What's that? Issue of already ruled on that issue. Payments by NAA has nothing to do with Minister of Environment, Climate Control and Water. And he makes no mention in the statement, Minister. Questions must be related to the statement made by the Minister. And you already ruled on that. Did he talk about payment? You nincompoop? Did he speak about payment?
The member from St. Catherine East. The member from St. Catherine East, please ask your question.
I want to say something.
Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition. Leader of the opposition, you may make your statement on the mic as the leader of the opposition bench so that I can have it properly recorded. Oh, he's making a statement.
Boy, I can't believe this year, man. This lady get worse and worse every year.
Do you have a point about the member?
Madam Speaker, I wish to state that members of parliament are
What's
not...
your point about them?
I find the line of questioning by the member to be very dangerous. As members of parliament are not party to contracts between the National Works Agency and the contractors. So it is very dangerous for a member without having access, unless they have access to the books of the National Works Agency, to stand in parliament to make claims about payment of contractors without providing any evidence of it. Are you a party to a contract between the government and contractors? It's a very dangerous activity, Madam Speaker. Very dangerous.
House Leader.
Oh! So because I'm a JLP, he can make statement. You see that? You see that?
Madam Speaker, I appreciate that we do have new members in the House. And, you know, it does not have to be in a spirit of acrimony. The Speaker is trying to give directions in relation to the question that is being asked, guidance. Now, the standing orders say clearly that the proper object of a question is to obtain information on a question of fact, which is in the official cognizance of the minister to whom it is addressed. So if the Minister of Environment gets up and speaks, and you start by asking him about the NWA, which is not under, you start by asking him, guys, you start by asking him about the NWA, which is not under his purview, then that would not be a proper question. And that's what the Speaker is saying. So once you start like that, then the Speaker and other members will intervene to say that on a point of order that is not what is meant. So what I would say to you, Speaker, if the member can ask a question that does not fly in the face of the standing orders, that is something that the minister has under his portfolio, there will be no problem. So if you ask that question, fine. But if you start with something, then the Speaker will intervene. Thank you, Speaker.
Look by Isat Buchannan face. When you see Isat Buchannan face, oh, he's not pleased at all. Look on Damon Crawford face. Like what? What is happening here? Yo. Hey, anybody know if the PMP has any meeting? Did they do a press conference after this? Cause this is way out of line by the JLP. Yeah, this is way out of line. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yo, you see your Isat visibly upset. All day and Campbell, me see a vein a pop out in her neck back.
Members, as Speaker of this Honourable House, I listen very keenly to the statements made when questions are to be asked. The question being asked by the member is improper and so ruled. Please move on from that statement.
The minister said, I quote, "We are particularly mindful of the potential for landslides in our mountainous parishes, especially in areas of soil saturation is already high. Therefore, I am confused as to how it is that it is not appropriate within a question to this particular statement, regardless of the minister's portfolio. The minister was appointed by the government to make this particular statement. Therefore, without being properly briefed..."
Member, thank you very much. You may take your seat.
Watch out!
Member, you may take
Watch
your
out! I want to that. Yo! Hey, brother, me say me can't wait for them. Hey, God can't remove you, man. God can't just make you vanish, man. You come like one turn in the side of progress in a what kind of idiot thing this woman are going with in Jamaica? Eh? You don't have too much power, man. God did for stripping on the power, man. You don't feel like you're too high and mighty. The man asks a genuine, important question, and you go cut him off. What you gonna say? That goes against standing order? Eh? If the man can make the statement in regards to landslide, why the man can't ask a question in regards to it and mention it? Simple mathematics. Father God, may I ask you, may I pray, Father God, publicly, for you to remove these people from outside of Jamaica. If they need to go to prison, if they do nothing wrong, just make them go to prison. But we don't want them in our parliament. They sick my stomach, brother. What kind of foolishness is that? So the man, him can't ask one question neither. So for him question go against the standing order too. Me bumba, yo, people, this is a dictatorship we now witness right now. Straight dictatorship. What kind of fool is this? I must be a basic school them there.
Member, take your seat, please. Member, take your seat, member. Don't member take your seat. Member, take your seat, member. Don't member take your seat. Member.
Right now, all Mark going to get angry right now. You can't see it on him. Hands flaring everything. Look how long she hold up the blurt now proceedings for. Watch her. Watch her. Look how long. Look on the pot, look how long.
Nature of questions. Questions may be put to a minister relating
Vernon, big up.
to any subject or department
Big up.
with the responsibility for which he has been charged.
Karen, I don't know if you tell yourself.
Or with regard to which he has been assigned the responsibility of answering the questions. Member. Members. Members, are there any more questions? Members,
the man ain't get to ask the question yet. Una muscle the PMP, cause them a beat on the backside in a parliament, 28 strong on the germs. And that them a do. So no one they ask no question. Because the question them a stick you now on the blurt not neck. Eh? But them be a face blows. Hey, me say me actually don't even know me vex right now, yeah man. Brother, me say me right now me head hot. Me head. Me tired of them people, man. Tired of them people, brother. Father God, me I ask you, please, me I beg you, Father God, for remove them people here. Me I beg you for remove them. Sick of them now, man. Sick of them, brother. Eh? What do you mean Crawford asked a while ago that was against standing order? Hmm? Me say, hey. Yo.
Speaker, I had written to you earlier. I'm not too sure if you had...
Member, please do not speak about writing to me earlier, unless it is that...
Every time a man they talk, she cut them off. I want to that... Woo! Jesus have mercy for my soul. Yo, that woman here pissed me off, brother. That woman here pissed me off.
It is that you are aware that your communication has reached me. I have nothing that you have written to me about. So, leader of opposition business, any statement you will be making in respect of writing me, I would like to be written to and see such first. Statement by ministers. My last ask, are there any other questions on this statement by minister? Any other question on this statement by minister? Leader of opposition business, you would have to come and indicate to me exactly of what you speak. Because, yes, you may approach.
Wax cover. It thing done secret now. The people's business done secret. Me blouse and skirt. Me can't believe this. What a disgrace. Watch Damien Crawford and Market G. Watch ya. I stand in orders, them a look for them, watch ya. Watch ya. Two of them still attack same way. Watch ya. Why me I tell you? Why me I tell you? Look how long them waste with time for. The man them could have asked them question long time and move on. Watch ya. Look at this. My God. No, me can't believe so this takes so long. At this time when I waste people time. Kuya.
Member John must be as it relates to the statement that was made by Minister today. Your question must be exactly in keeping with the statement by Minister.
Yo, me that boy, me not tell no lie, them a piss me off.
Your question should not be questions about National Works Agency, Ministry of Health, and all the other ministries that this minister is not responsible for. All your questions must be questions in respect of his statement and ministry. So this is my last time. And that is a ruling of the Speaker. Member from St. Mary, Southeast.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The minister in his statement said this administration is one that puts the concept of...
Just go straight to the question, member.
Is the minister aware of outstanding amounts?
Member, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Please take your seat.
Watch ya. Watch ya. They refuse to make the man ask the question.
So,
Chris,
are there any other questions?
Chris Brown, I'm a new hero. Chris Brown is my new hero.
The member from St. James West Central.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, my question to the Minister is about the preparedness protocols of the relevant ministries and agencies. Where can they be accessed?
The member. Central.
There's a question to the Minister. Quickly, Minister, will there be, in the light of the impending disaster, will there be any emergency funding being made available to satisfy like drinking and stuff like that? Still in the hurricane season.
Are there any other questions? Minister? Minister? Oh, you have another one?
Madam Speaker, I am here on behalf of the residents of Southeast St. Andrew who are anxious because 4 weeks ago, when we had heavy rains,
what is your question?
I'm coming.
Make him ask the question of hey, yo, brother.
I am coming to my question.
I want to that.
Member,
yo.
it is very evident. It is very evident. It is.
Yo,
it is.
It's like them don't want the people if you ask a question, and they are representatives of their constituency. That is a legitimate question. After incompetence, you don't want incompetence to be highlighted. Well, guess what? We're going to highlight it more. We're going to highlight your incompetence, your government incompetence. Since as you guys want to muzzle the PMP by not asking relevant questions for the benefit and the safety of the Jamaican people that they serve, we, the vloggers, are going to ask and highlight your incompetence. This lady is infuriating. She is a witch. She anger my spirit, brother. She anger my spirit. What is the excuse? Listen to the question that the man asks.
No, ask your question.
I am coming to my question. Because 4 weeks ago, when we had heavy rains,
what is your question?
I'm coming to it.
No, ask your question.
So, all right, imagine 4 weeks ago, there's a reference to the question. 4 weeks ago, the rain fall and it sweeps some people home. In light of that particular incident, what is the government doing to ensure that that does not happen again in this particular season coming up of further rains? Isn't that a proper question? Yo, if you don't know the problem, how you gonna fix it? In light of incident that happened 2 weeks ago in my constituency where such and such was damaged, what is the government doing? You know how much time this woman wastes? This witch wastes? Do you guys know how much time this witch wastes? You know how long these 3 questions or 2 questions could have been asked? And we could have moved on and heard from the minister and had some clarity. But these people are intent on blocking information from the public because this information goes out to the world. So this is their new strategy for 2025, you know, in their 3rd term, you know. They are hard now on blocking the truth of what is happening in Jamaica. Do you guys know that in France recently, the entire country locked down? How many people know about that? If you don't think I lie, me I tell, give me a second. Instagram. If you guys think it's lie, I'm telling, give me a second. The entire country of France was locked down the other day. The whole country. I kid you not. Is it this? No, I don't think it's this. I don't think it's Instagram. I think it's TikTok. I think it's TikTok. See me can't find it. Man, where is that? I'm gonna play this in the meantime and try to find it. This lady is really, really pissing me off, man. I'm talking about blood boiling pissing me off. She pissed me off, man. She just disgusting, brother. No apology. She's disgusting. She is disgusting. She have a disgusting behavior.
I am coming to my question.
Members, it is very evident. It is very evident. It is, members, it is very evident that the questions are not in respect of the statement by Minister. The member from Westmoreland Western, from Westmoreland Central, his question was not in respect of the statement made by the Minister, and neither is this question being asked by, neither is this being asked by the member from St. Andrew, Southeast.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the Leader of Opposition, the member from St. Andrew South.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted. We are attempting to ask questions. We are attempting to ask questions arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who was sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for South East St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Simple.
Member.
No, she turn off his mic.
Member.
No, she turn off his mic.
Member.
Hey, that woman is real devil, you know. That woman, oh you mean Marky G? Oh you mean Marky G? No disrespect we not take around here. And everybody follow. Oh you mean? Walk out of that. Walk out of that. Pack up and leave. Left them alone in there. That is it.
If we have no
out of order.
Announcements.
Out of order. Out of order. Out of order. Oh you mean? And this is this is what the people of Jamaica is asking for. This is what we want from our representatives in the People's National Party. Stop take disrespect from this witch, this wicked woman. She's out of line and out of order. Right? Genuine, important questions, concerns about the actual safety of the people of Jamaica, where disaster preparedness is concerned. And this woman, this witch, come try to rule with iron fist in the parliament and go if you go. And time I go come here, God not sleep. The whole of now get removed. Every last one of you. You is an enemy of the state and an enemy of progress and an enemy of good governance and an enemy of integrity. An enemy of all of the leadership code of conduct. Enemy of honesty and transparency. You understand what I deal with? These people are on, yo, let me see anything where People's National Party. Yo, let me check what I go on the web here, man. Let me check what I go on the web. Let me check what I go on. Our general, I say. In just that?
This work all and Omar. See? Hear this. It's a question time. You know, you're rude than that. Did he talk about people?
Oh, he might go over it just like me. Let me see. At half I press. Big up, Mr. Wayne Lonesome. At half I press. Exactly. That's what she do. She prevent the minister to expose. She protect them. And people, if you don't think you have peace and safety in Jamaica, I want to watch this.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people.
He became a member of the art. Talking about today, helping you to cover up corruption. And this is and the government try to shame him in his band. I saw you have a vlogger out here. I think you need to give him a call and tell him.
Hold on there. Yeah, let me play this first, because this is important.
As we continue through this hurricane season, the following is a release.
My Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding.
The following is a release from the People's National Party media unit. My fellow Jamaicans, as we continue through this hurricane season, I urge everyone to remain vigilant.
Yes, Martha.
Prepared. The latest weather updates indicate a high likelihood of Melissa developing into a
Martha, she's highly disrespectful.
tropical storm in the coming days. Jamaica's Meteorological Service has issued a severe weather alert. While the exact path of this storm is still uncertain, we must take precautions to ensure our safety.
Of course.
I therefore urge all Jamaicans to stay informed by paying attention to the latest weather updates and advisories. Stock up on essential supplies such as food and water and medication. Secure any outdoor furniture and other loose items that could move around in strong winds. Keep batteries and chargers handy in case of power outages, and have a plan in place in case of an emergency, including evacuation routes and emergency contact numbers. Please also bear in mind that heavy rains can bring severe flooding and mudslides, so take the necessary precautions. Let us prioritize the safety of our loved ones, the elderly, and the vulnerable. Remember, we're still in hurricane season, and it's always better to be prepared. So stay safe, Jamaica. Let's look out for one another. God bless our nation.
Big up Mark Golding. Big up Mark Golding. Zane, when you hear that people, boy, I'm not going to tell you that. I don't know if I'm prepared at all. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if I'm prepared. You know? I don't know, but we are depend on God. That we are depend on.
Mr. Honest, sir, I saw you have a vlogger out here. I think you need to give him a call and tell him to hit more important points. Taking a pic of Mr. Golding in his bandana and putting it up and asking comments to rate him as their leader and try to shame him in his bandana is not very important to Jamaican people. What is important to Jamaican people is the 3 main seats that are missing and vacant at the Integrity Commission, and those persons would be the persons to wring you dry and send you go to prison, Mr. Owens.
Talk truth.
And the Governor General
talk truth.
Is reluctantly
talk truth.
Not hiring anyone for those seats because guess what happened? He's helping you to cover up corruption. And this is where we miss Sir Gaspol.
Yeah.
Say your name? Yeah. This Governor General, I don't understand what he stands for.
No, I'm a Gaspol, LONDON45. Big up yourself. On a gas pole, Mr. What general name? The former chairman of the IC. Ashim Mata. Former chairman of the IC. Not gas pole.
Those are the things that we should be talking about today because it's hurting the people what is going on.
Yes.
The cover-ups.
Yes.
The things that you guys are doing to cover up corruption in our country.
Sassidi.
Okay.
Sassidi, what a thing I go on for your birthday, mama? What a thing I go on for your birthday? Where you say she wants some good loving? I don't know about that, you know. I left in that alone. I don't business about her personal life where that is concerned. A Jamaican business me I talk about. Me no business about size 13 personal life. I care zero. As long as it not affect. You know what? The only thing I'm concerned about is that she has speak her house while being the Prime Minister's wife. And that have to change. She has to go. She has to go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. Gotta have to remove her, man. Time come. Time come, man. Time come.
The Prime Minister gone Belgium to let them know that he don't have a problem with Buchannan in Parliament because he take the 1.5 million USD dollars to market homosexuality in our young kids. Okay? Those are issues that we should be talking about.
Exactly.
Everybody in Jamaica want the Batty.
No.
He take our morals from us in front of our face, barefaced.
Facts.
Without our knowledge.
Facts.
Okay, those are the points that we should be talking about.
Yep.
We should be talking about the Governor General to find out what kind of Governor General this we have.
Exactly.
He's not doing anything for the people.
Nope.
He's working with the Prime Minister.
Yep.
Because the 3 seats that are vacant at the Integrity Commission are the 3 most important seats. You don't think those are important things for us to...
Andrew come to Parliament partially one time. One time he come to Parliament.
We're talking about, instead of talking about Mr. Golding Earth shirt, are you kidding me? A bandana? You don't think the robots that is coming to Jamaica to replace poor people jobs is important to talk about? You don't, the fact that he told us that in a year we may not need to have real dogs anymore because we can have robot dogs. You don't think those things are important to talk about?
So hold on, all the dog them Andrew replacing in Jamaica. You know so this not safe. Me want my real dog, you know. You know so I could get about 3 dog. No, me I get 2 dog. No, me I get 3. Me I get 2 female and 1 male. Yeah man, because dog gonna be I want to make you start grow some dog, you know. You know? Be like some proper concrete structure for them staying and make sure so me tie them up and feed them and make them get them vet shot on them something there. Because dog are expensive, you know. Because people are going to miss the dog, them, you know. We just say 60 million then took from Kamala. I want the money then take from them, yes. For same community, colorful community.
Huh? And when you look in the comments, the labrats are up and behind. You guys are doing this for views and likes. And to keep your brains afloat. Your shallow little empty brains.
Oh my God, to keep their brains afloat. Oh, that is funny, honey. Shout out to Miss Genesis. Miss Genesis, if you're watching in the bushes, I got love for you. I love you. Big up yourself, Miss Genesis. My my Jamaican Canadian sister.
You guys disgusting.
Yes.
There is no laughter in that. There is no importance in that.
Rocky Pinto.
Mr. Golding, bandana shirt, not earth in the country. What is earth in the country? Is a travel ban of England.
Oh, Glasspool was the GG. Okay.
Germany,
okay.
America, and Canada. Propose and let the people know.
I am sorry, London45, you was right. I apologize, I was wrong. Thank you so much, Rocky Pinto, for the correction. When she mentioned Glasspool, she was talking about the former GG. Thank you for that.
Be afraid of Jamaica because of the political unrest and what is going on in our country.
Yes.
The corruption. The violence. Those are topics that we should be out here talking together.
Quite so. Quite so.
A bandana that the opposition leader is wearing is not important. It's not hurting the Jamaican people.
Nope. Sure isn't.
And this is what scares me. Because you people are not out here talking about what is important to the country, what is hurting the people, and what is going to tear the Jamaican people apart.
Exactly.
But you're out here trying to make gimmicks.
Right.
Just to have your followers and your labrats them to comment and have a laugh. Crazy.
Crazy. Talk about it.
And it's to prove how hypocritical you guys are, because Chichiman's song was playing on the campaign trail, but at the end of the day, your Prime Minister gone to Belgium, gonna let them know that he don't have no problem with it in his parliament. Hypocrites.
And just for good reference, ladies and gentlemen, I will play the audio, I won't show the picture. because I don't want that company to come and you know, to come after the platform and shut down the actual video or that content creator, because the last time they claimed one of the videos that I was playing with the Prime Minister. I wonder if the Prime Minister called them and asked them to remove those videos off the internet from other people's platforms. I wonder, is it possible? Just a question. But we have the evidence and we're going to play it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to play it. Where is it? What is this? Where's the evidence file? I want to me item. Oh, here it is. Evidence file. Let's go to... here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Good Morning Britain. I want you to listen to the Prime Minister in this clip. Who is that? This is Andrew Holness. This was 8 years ago. 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago. Let's read.
Particularly disturbed by the story of a Jamaican man who was unable to access the NHS and a council. And that is what really drew my attention to this.
Were you aware, I mean, were any of the
Peace giver, big up,
in the Caribbean fully aware of what was going on here in the last few months?
You know, my awareness of it, I can't speak for the rest of the leaders in the Caribbean, but my awareness of it was really within the last 2 months when this story of the Jamaican man who was unable to get treatment for cancer came to light. And then I started to dig a little bit deeper into it. Our High Commissioners here in London started to have meetings about it, and the interest in it grew.
The Cabinet Office Minister, David Lidington, had said that there is no evidence that people have been deported. But I wonder, and the Home Office is investigating, obviously, but I wonder if you are also investigating whether people actually have been deported and taken
We
back
can't
to
say.
Jamaica.
We don't have any evidence of that, but we do have cases where there are persons who came to Jamaica were unable to go back.
How many of those cases do you think
I don't have the definitive numbers here, but we have seen cases come up in the media. If we in Jamaica believe strongly against discrimination, the truth is that our history has been one where we as a people have been discriminated against. So the conversation about tolerance, protecting people's rights, particularly human rights, is one that we take seriously. And Jamaica is evolving. 10 years ago, there would have been a much harder line on the issue of homosexuality, particularly from a religious perspective. But
what did you say, Prime Minister? Years ago, there would be a harder line on the case of homosexuality. Isn't that what he just said?
Is evolving. 10 years ago, there would have been a much harder line on the issue of homosexuality, particularly from a religious perspective. But I think the society is openly discussed. That's 10 years of conversation. But on the issue of homosexuality, particularly from a religious perspective. But I think that over the last 10 years of conversation, the society is openly discussing the issue. And views are changing. The church in Jamaica does not have a unified position. It is evolving.
What?
There is discussion in our parliament now regarding the change to a specific piece of
Would you like
legislation.
personally as the Prime Minister?
So, only hear the Prime Minister of Jamaica. There's discussion in the parliament about specific pieces of legislation. So when you hear the people that talk about Andrew Holness, I don't see why the JLP is singing Chichiman's song while their government is actively speaking about legislation to change the laws in Jamaica to facilitate the Chichiman them. That is what London45 is calling out. Oh, it gets worse. Listen to this.
To see it decriminalised.
What I would like to see is the process being further open to bring more people into the discussion.
So he wants the process of decriminalizing the buggery law to be further open. You know why he said that? Because he knows that the buggery law is entrenched in the Constitution. So he can't just change the law. It have to be a discussion. Them cannot change the constitution without the opposition. So this is a... You remember when Pastor Peter Chambers said the constitution is standing in front of Andrew Wallace like a man? Again, Pastor Peter Chambers was absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a very sensitive issue. But my job as the Prime Minister is to ensure that the human rights of every single person within the country is protected and that the constitutional rights are guaranteed.
It's hard not to feel discriminated against if something about your very identity is deemed illegal.
Well, the truth is, as I've said, not just in Jamaica, but in other countries, there is a process that is taking place. And what I would want the rest of the world to recognize is that there is a legal process that we're going through. And it helps, really, when we have this kind of conversation. And
so, on the heard from the Prime Minister, there's a legal process to change the law to facilitate the chichi man them.
No morals, no nothing. And those are the things that we should be talking about today as a Caribbean country with hundreds of churches. That says we don't believe in certain things, but even though we don't believe in it, we don't try to put ourselves in the way to say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But our governing party force it down people's throat, take away our morals from us, marketing the people for 1.5 million USD dollars. Want to change from grade 1 to grade 6 curriculum to let them know that boys and boys is okay and girls is okay. Those are important topics for the people. Okay?
Talk to him.
Bandana is not important.
Talk to him.
My God.
Talk to him.
No, the level of lowness that you guys are going, it is unbearable.
Woo.
Like, it's literally unbearable.
Talk to him.
I'm not getting it.
I don't get it either.
A bandana? A bandana? That's what it's come down
them
to.
Them a waste of time, mama.
You are going to try to put discrimination and a bandana?
Yeah, man, them a waste of time.
Part of our culture?
Yeah.
When there's so many more important factors in our country, corruption is eating up our country.
Yep, all-time high.
And you don't see that? You don't see how broad the country is?
Talk about it.
Come on, come on.
Come on, man.
Even though we're a divided nation, it's time for us to come together.
True.
If you're not going to speak facts and speak on what is happening in the country, zip it.
Shut your mouth.
Please.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Shut your mouth. That is it, London. Make them know. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Yes? Yes. Good. We just make you know that. Just shut your mouth. Disgusting. I thought the man they really have time to talk about Mark Gold in shirt to him a van. Why what a waste of space them people here.
You got about my business long time. But 1 month now me can't get my money. Them take me out of them group a long time because I say war is in the dance. I need my money. Me need my money. I'm not talking with them today. My JMB account still active. Me now go in a quest place. And then the next thing they send one newbie come to talk to me. The people that they want for disrespectful, like the manager, and everyone calling you. But I think side of him now start telling me they're not talking with him this morning.
How much of you guys are affected?
Over 200 cars. Wally Power. More than 200. Yes.
Since this thing happened, do you guys have dialogue with Quest in terms of your money?
No. Regular. And then besides the black way. So when you ask about the money, the admins them delete. Them Mr. Dips block the boss. Them say the boss block some of them. Well, them taking out a long time, as you know, they say. So me, not talking with them. But nobody not tell them nothing about your money. Them say we're supposed to carry
Hide the coal.
The uniform them we pay for. A resignation letter. Resignation letter. We do all of that. And you not hear nothing. All them ask you. You're crossing with the council. You're crossed over. You can't get the money. Talk about no, we're out here this morning because we are protest. Them come out. Some of them we don't even know them. And then people come interview them and them. Some of them willing to talk. No. And I said them are protest. No, we not talking. We not talking with them. Yeah. No talking. We not in with them. The JMB account them still at work and our money we want in it. And they do them.
Have you guys speak to the minister about this?
Yes, some persons went to Ministry of Labour and nothing. When I got to Ministry of Labour up here, so the lady said to me, so when I got in my uniforms and this is
Wow. Wow. So these are people that work.
with them.
These are people that worked at JMMB. What? No, hold on. Let me listen to this again. NCB. What is going on here, sir? What is really going on here, sir?
You got about my business long time. But 1 month now me can't get my money. Them take me out of them group long time because I say war is in the dance. I need my money. Me need my money. I mean I'm not talking with them today. My JMMB account still active. Me now go in a Quest place.
Alright, Quest. Oh! Are the security company named Quest. Oh! So the security company owe them money. Okay, are the people in my protest. And them go to the Ministry of Labour and them don't get no support. Okay. I see what is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'm going to leave this. You know, I think I've been doing an excellent job in keeping the live streams on a 2-hour mark or under a 2-hour mark. One of them is over because I started this live first. That's on Bolo Bvrclips. And, whoa. The other two is almost at the 2-hour mark because I started them shortly after this one. And the Speaker of the House, she is an old issue, but she is a sore to the democracy of this country, and the sore is breaking out even worse. You understand? There's no reason on God's green earth for her to block Damian Crawford from the question he was asking. All right? Even if she wanted to say that Chris Brown, thank you so much, yes, sir. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to push the envelope and do the right thing. Because the question you're asking was relevant to the situation. Same thing with Julian Robinson. I really cannot wait to hear from the People's National Party. I wish they had done a conference outside right after. I don't know if there's any let me go on Instagram and look on the Gleaner. If there's any statements to the Gleaner, you know, because sometimes when they leave out of Parliament, you know. Alright, so no, I don't see anything. Crawford urges Parliament to debate. Okay. I don't see anything there. Let me go to Jamaica Observer and see if I see anything there. This is the only thing. Golden Lee's opposition walkout. That is the only thing. I don't see any video from them. Let me see if there's anything on Mark Golden's page. Does the Parliament... So right here it says, democracy under strain. Just now in Parliament, opposition MPs were repeatedly silenced, microphones cut off, questions on disaster preparedness shut down, and members ordered to sit. After having his mic cut off while trying to state this blatant disregard for accountability, opposition Mark Golding and his team walked out. Yeah?
Madam Speaker.
Yeah.
Madam Speaker.
Members, there's a question from the leader of opposition, the member from St. Andrew South.
I'm very concerned by the way in which the proceedings are being conducted. We are attempting to ask questions. We are attempting to ask questions arising from the statement. The statement was a wide-ranging statement. It not only touched and concerned the specific minister's portfolio, he also said he was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Local Government, who is overseas, who has direct responsibility for disaster preparedness. On more than one occasion, the member on this side who sought to ask a question has been prevented from completing the question, and instead a point of order has been taken, which I don't know what the ruling was, or you yourself have intervened to prevent the statement, the question from being asked. I want to know what the question was that the member for South East St. Mary was seeking to ask. I don't know what his question is.
Member Member.
You hear how she laugh a while ago in her mic? Only hear how the witch a laugh in her mic a while ago? Who hear the Only hear the witch a laugh? I pick up on these things. Democracy under strain. This is an attack on our democracy.
If we have no other questions,
You know why you move and go, man. People may left, you know, because I get angry all over again. Big up on yourself, I'm out here. The word is love. Yeah, man.